Now, was that a good example of doing the little things all throughout a game to be able to win a hockey game?
It was. I thought our guys did a really, all four lines, all six defensemen, and Andy all played hard for each other. You know, the details, as you mentioned, the little things, the details were there and they mattered. You know, they worked hard for the guys next to them, I felt. So yeah, it was nice, and it's always nice to see that guys get rewarded. I felt, you know, our guys have worked really hard, and you know, I don't think they necessarily deserve to be on the string they were on of not winning. But that's the way life is. It's the way this business is, and so tonight to see them work through it, have to play with a lead going into the third, and we didn't back off. Obviously, in the third, it was probably our best period. Was good to see, and from the perspective that we pushed hard. It mattered to them, and they got a reward that they earned.
Kyle came in this morning and said, we have to play this game on our toes and not on our heels, or they'll blow us out. And the first two shifts of the game, the Thompson line, the Cousins line, both had strong shifts. How much did that message kind of resonate with this team to go out and play this game instead of sitting back and letting it come to them again?
Yeah, it played a lot, Mike. I mean, it's great observation, and Kyle, you know, we've talked to our team a lot about it. Is if we back off teams, it's whatever we think is going to be bad is going to get way worse. And tonight is a perfect example. And you know, we have to play that way. We have to play that aggressive. You know, it's the best way to develop, to get better. You know, learn. When you back off, you don't learn anything, and you lose your confidence pretty fast. So it was important for us to do that and sustain that, and I felt we did tonight.
In the first period, they managed to find space in the offensive zone. It seems similar to previous games where little mistakes you guys were gonna pay for them at some point. How'd you clean them up? And you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're a great hockey team with obviously lots of guys that can make plays. So you're not going to be able to control that. When it happens, it happens. You got to be able to move on and not let it affect you. And it didn't affect us. They made several plays tonight. You know, Andy came up with a couple big saves after we took the lead, but it just didn't affect the psyche of what we were doing, and that's key. I mean, that's a big key. I'm not so sure we did ourselves any favors tonight getting ready for the outdoor game, but yeah, that confidence to play through was there.
Speaking of confidence, just Jacob, I mean, beyond the goal, it seemed like he was very active, and he obviously got a lot of minutes. Just like, what's changed maybe in him beside Rasmus, I guess? Yeah,
no, he's a talented, evasive guy, but he's really excelled better and better at just simple taking pucks back, positioning himself to take pucks back, kill plays quicker, kill plays sooner. He's starting to grasp, how can I kill plays with my skill set, and you know, he's enjoying that component of the game as much as the offensive component, and it gives him more offensive time because he's becoming better and better at that.
You mentioned a little bit about the big saves, and maybe the biggest was Olofsson scores, and then they get a breakaway. Anderson stops that and the rebound.
Yeah.
Does the bench just take off then? Do they just get so much confidence in that, hey, now we can win this?
Yeah, you know, I think our guys had a clear enough picture on how they could potentially win it, and I think our guys have had that through all these games. And then you get in the game and you deal with situations, but they definitely got excited. I mean, how could you not for Andy in that situation? But I don't think there was a doubt that we were playing well. Just keep playing well, and what happens is going to happen. So we're comfortable with that. Like I said, it's not you know you can win. It's just you're comfortable that okay, we're gonna go with what we have and believe in it, and that was it's been strong, and it was strong in that situation too.
Dylan Cousins had a couple of points tonight. Where do you see his game in his sort of young career, and how much upside does he still have remaining, in your opinion?
Yeah, lots and lots of upside. He is he's not even close to even settling in yet. In all honesty, he's an extremely competitive guy. He's a hardworking guy. He's going to get bigger and stronger and quicker and more experienced and intelligent with his skill set and how he can impose that on his opponent. You know, he's still just acclimating to his surroundings, really. But because of his skill set, because he's skilled and because he's competitive, it's, you know, he's getting rewarded for it. But there's so much, ceiling's so high with him.
How important was it for you to resurrect Jeff Skinner's fortunes, and is it just a matter of putting him into situations where he's going to be able to do what he does best?
Yeah, first of all, I don't think resurrect Jeff Skinner is a little bit makes me laugh a little bit, because, you know, Jeff is he wanted to get back to scoring, and I could see that as a coach, and putting time in before practice, after practice, summer. You know, he came back and even better. He comes back in great shape after an off season anyway, regardless, and he came back, you know, with just a little bit different edge even. So, you know, he was doing things that as a coach you want to work for him. You want to do your part, whatever you can. He showed me how bad and how hungry and how committed he was. So, you know, my talk with him is, I'm going to do everything I can to put you in a spot to be successful. You know, whether that be the guys that are hot, playing with them, the guys that are growing, playing with them. But, you know, here's the bargain, back and forth. And he's been awesome, obviously, in producing tonight. That was a really big goal tonight. Very big goal.
He only had 7 last year. You don't think a guy that only had 7 goals didn't need to be resurrected?
Well, you said I did it,
Oh, okay.
but now I'm going to tell you I didn't do it. So, yeah, that's what made me laugh. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Good night, guys.